Hey folks, back with another video on my single cab short bed F-150. I'm gonna go over 3 of my favorite mods that I've done to this truck since I bought it. So the first mod is mud flaps. This truck didn't come with mud flaps. In fact, it wasn't even available when I was ordering it as an option. So I decided to just buy them from Amazon before I got the truck. These are Husky mud flap, really easy to install. I didn't have to drill or anything like that. The only item that you have to do is put some paint protection film because they stick on the fender here. And they do include some paint protection film, but it's just not enough in my opinion. So I ended up needing to buy some and put some on the paint, both for the fender and for the back of the bed. Otherwise, it just uses factory bolts to bolt on. And it keeps the body really clean. You don't really get any dirt or mud that goes up onto the body and, makes it easier to wash. Here they are on the rear. I have a different kind of paint protection film here. It's like a bed liner almost, but it still sticks fine. And again, it uses one of the factory screw locations and it keeps the back of the bed pretty clean. So while we're here at the bed, this is my second favorite mod. I have these Husky wheel well liners. Same story here. These wheel well liners were not available as an option on this truck. I don't know if it's because it's a single cab short bed or if it's because it's an XL, but you couldn't get these from Ford. And I did the same thing. I ordered this before I got the truck, just hoping that I'd like it and it'd be a good fit. And as soon as I got the truck the very next day, I installed them and they look great. They look factory. They just use a few bolts to go in. And again, they're factory bolt hole locations. So you're not drilling. As you can see, you got one bolt there, another bolt there, and the last one's over there. Super easy to install. Takes like 10 minutes. Well worth the money because it keeps all the rocks and dirt off of the paint on the inside of your bed. So it just, makes it look a lot better. It's going to make it last longer. You don't get any sort of chipping paint. I know it's aluminum, but it can still corrode if it's exposed to the elements. So you want to try and prevent that as much as you can. So the last mod, which is probably the lamest mod, I understand. I know a lot of people don't like side steps. I think these are the best things ever. Probably the best mod that I did to this truck. I'm exaggerating. They're not the best things ever, but you get what I mean. I like them. They were well worth the money. I think it was like $150 on Amazon. I got the full length steps so that they go all the way to the end of the bed. And the reason I did that again is to keep dirt off of the truck, This protects the paint from anything coming off the road and it makes the truck a lot easier to get into, especially, if you have a short passenger. It's kind of essential. Otherwise, they're going to hop into the seat and they're going to fall out of it and they're going to deflate the bolster on the seat. And then that's how you wear out your seat real fast. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But you want to have steps. You want to, this is a daily driver. I want it to be something that I can live with every day. On the Jeep, I don't have steps because I don't drive that every day. And I don't want something hanging down so low, right? I just want my rock sliders to protect it. But this doesn't go off-road that much. It's not going to do any sort of rock crawling. So I just wanted it to be easy to live with. These are pretty easy to install. It probably took me about an hour to do both sides. Same thing, I bought this before I got the truck and I installed it myself the next day. These were available as an option from Ford, but I think it was like $700 or $800 for the set, which I just thought was ridiculous because you can just get these for $150. But they just bolt to the bottom of the cab. Again, not super difficult to install, and I think they look great. Those are my 3 favorite mods for this truck. I've got a couple other mods on here too. I can make another video about later on if you guys are interested. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, give me some feedback, ask me any questions. I'd be happy to help. And for those of you that do have an F-150, single cab or super crew, super cab, whatever you got, what are some mods that I need to have on this truck that I don't have? Let me know.